Ready for shop class?
I am ready.
Right on.
Good instincts, but you want to tighten up the array.
Like this?
Close. Here, I can show you.
What's all the, new equipment?
Ah, the supplies? No need to thank me. Donated to the cause, courtesy of 5 Stark subsidiaries.
Wow. It's really something.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess, but just take what you need. I'll clear out the rest. I promise.
Awesome. That's great. Huh.
What is wrong?
It's nothing.
How's it going, boss? Ready to get your hands greasy?
Tony, why did you bring all this equipment?
Really? The old stuff has a junkyard horked up in an 80s machine shop vibe. Why, were we supposed to vote on it?
No problem. But I would like to know how you managed to bring all this to the Abbey.
I was just taking up space in various warehouses, so I had it delivered.
How?
I carted it, crate by crate, through Limbo. Don't bring it up with Ilyana. I dropped a spectrometer off her glowy bridge. She's not happy. So, about this situation, I get it. We're bumping elbows. But you kids are doing good work here. Whatever you want to do, I'll support it.
Did you know Tony planned to do this?
No. Did you?
Nah, but it sounds like his heart was in the right place. Now, it's time to build something cool. Another day for retooling. We have a few more ideas in the backlog if you want to check them out. Glad you cleared that up with Tony. Now we can get to work. I have the components you gave me. Always good to get ahead. So, are we good to go on this project?
I am ready.
Well, that went not poorly. And that's a decent prototype. Just needs refinement before you bring it to market.
You plan to sell it?
It's only an expression. Although, nope, stopping right there.
that it for today?
I am ready to go.
That is good work. Well done.
Thanks.
Did the new equipment help?
He's right. It cut our time in half.
Good. I just want to pull my weight around here.
Well, you're definitely pulling a lot of...
Always memorable when you get to bust up some booze and mayonnaise.
Always on the hunt, right?
Something smells pungent.
That would be Grandma Stark's famous linguine and clam sauce, with some Tony adjustments.
Grandma's recipe was not good enough?
Well, I loved her to pieces, but she also loved vodka in her cooking, and I can't touch the stuff. Not anymore. I even made sure the Abbey has a dry bar.
What did I do to deserve this honor?
That's just my way of saying thank you for being one of the only Midnight Suns who hasn't threatened to banish me to the Netherworld, empty my jugular, or portal me to the sun. And that was just today.
Perhaps if they knew more of the man underneath the armor, they would come to understand you as I have.
Maybe you're right. The Mark series can be pretty imposing.
I was not talking about your suit.
Oh, that's deep. Just like the garlic-rich flavor of Grandma Stark's famous sauce. Ah, you two would have really hit it off. Like you, she had a heart of gold, but could be quite the demon when crossed. Used to frighten the crap out of Dad. I thought it gave her character. Know who else I'm pretty sure has character?
Who?
You. Bon appetit, Hunter.
Who's a good girl? It is my Charlie. I have something for you.
Tickets to the Avengers musical.
Components for shop class.
All right, I guess that's comparable.
I know magic, right?
Practice makes perfect. Peace.
Agatha always knew how to put a smile on my face.
How do you sleep at night?
Is there a problem?
No, I'm literally asking how you manage to sleep at night. Here. At the Abbey.
What keeps you awake?
The roar of the ocean, winds moaning through the rafters, the little girl in the tattered dress who croaks, "I know what you did," from my bedside mirror.
Oh, you mean Prudence. She says that if you do not wash your hands after using the restroom.
I get the sense you aren't taking this seriously.
I get the sense you are not taking your personal hygiene seriously.
Oh, you want me to admit this is strange, don't you? No, no way. I can figure this out on my own. Think, Tony, think. What if I slept in the suit? Turn the sound dampeners on? Set it to vibrate if there's an emergency? Huh.
A successful collaboration.
See you, Hunter.
This should be useful.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Ah, thanks, Hunter.
Hunter.
Pick a bad guy. Any bad guy. Thanks, Hunter.
There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
Hey.
Hydra's goons are getting a little too comfortable for my liking. I think it's time you took them down a notch.
Let's not.
Maybe you can give them a lesson they won't forget.
Is that it? Hell that. Let's try this.
That's not good.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
None would be spared. Requesting medevac.
Good one.
Smooth sailing so far.
Why do they like me so much?
Taking the shot.
Something is wrong.
More lambs to the slaughter. You must be eager for your penance.
Hope this helps. Watch it.
Whoever gets the job done. I suppose it's something.
Here you go.
You have my thanks. Your suffering begins.
I can only imagine what sins they were guilty of to deserve that.
Loyalty to the darkness is clear.
Is that everyone?
We won't need your words.
Weak, even for Hydra. The light will heal you.
Aw, that's thoughtful. Well, that's interesting.
By her command. The guilty have already begun to fall.
It's nice not being on the receiving end of your wrath.
Hopefully they learned their lesson, but we all know that's wishful thinking.
We left a lot of Hydra agents with internal bleeding, and I don't care one iota. Ready to head to the emo kids meeting?
Lead the way.
And the emo kids are back for another deep dive into the night of your death.
When can we start?
Soon. Strange asked to lead tonight's meeting. He's prepping the... I don't know what exactly. It involves a lot of weird math. While he's preparing his, the theorems, I guess? You should talk to Magic. She'll explain how we use ingredients.
Have you spoken with Miss Rasputin? You should divest yourself of ingredients before we begin the ritual.
You already provided ingredients, so it was pointless for Nico to send you. To make up for this, I shall tell you something of mild interest. Remember, ingredients make mystical trinkets. Excess trinkets go to you. I will provide a new list for the next meeting. Check your spark tomorrow. Enough about ingredients. I said more words than strange. Has he prepared yet? I have plans for after.
What plans?
Solitary plans.
All my preparations are complete. And now for a thorough explanation of this week's delicate divinations. However, Miss Minoru insisted I provide a summary, if you request it.
I want to know exactly what you will do to me.
Wonderful. Our previous attempt to tease out your missing memories was limited by the ritual's pentagonal fundaments.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the concept of a hypercube?
A what?
No matter. A hypercube is far too simplistic. We must turn to the humble pentaract. More precisely, a decaturonic inversion of the ritual framework. This shall augment the recovery of your memoria absentis.
Sure.
I've completely lost you, haven't I?
Perhaps you could give me the summary.
We do the same as before, but this time we zap you with more mystical power.
That is it?
That's it. Shall we begin?
Go ahead.
Where do your memories last leave off?
I was running through the Abbey grounds.
Good. Now, focus. And now, wake your mind from slumber.
I burst into the clearing, expecting an army. Instead, I find her. She sits at the center of a muddy circle. For a moment, I wonder if she sleeps.
Tell us, Hunter. Tell us who you see.
I see the mother of demons, herald of the manifold dream, she who tends what dwells beneath. I see Lilith. I see my...
What's happening here?
What, you got a spidey sense, too?
I was taking a walk. I heard the chanting.
Crap, I messed up the binding formula.
As I most definitely told you, lemon scented is no replacement for actual lemon.
What exactly is going on?
The Hunter's resurrection, though miraculous, was incomplete. We're attempting to restore a rather crucial set of memories.
How Hunter killed Lilith the first time.
You're not mad, are you?
I'm not mad. But next time you do this, I'd like to observe.
Of course! Next time.
We should have invited her.
Quiet, you.
Hey, kiddo. Just be careful.
Before, I thought this meeting would be useless. Now, an enjoyable kind of useless. So I shall remain.
You are definitely making progress. How are you feeling?
I am fine.
About Caretaker? We never invited her because it seemed cruel to make her relive your death.
I would have preferred to spare her the details, but now she knows.
You're right. If we can't figure out how you defeated Lilith the first time, there's little chance it could happen again. I'll speak with her before the next meeting, smooth things over. And with that, we're done for the day. You leaving?
That is it for me.
Sounds good. See you next meeting.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Hunter, I've hunted with a lot of different folks in my day. But there's one question I ask the special cases.
And I suppose I am one of those special cases?
Indeed you are. But a little more what that means later.
By all means, ask your question.
What do you do after we beat Lilith and stop the prophecy of the Midnight Sun?
I think you are the first person to ask me this.
I figured that might be the case. Caretaker and Agatha sure did focus you into one hell of a weapon.
If I am needed, others are in need.
Noble thought there, Hunter. But you gotta have dreams.
I would argue that dreams are a distraction.
That's exactly the point, Hunter. Special cases are when I get the impression there's nothing beyond the immediate goal.
The immediate goal matters most. Slay evil, enjoy life.
Right on. It's living that makes the fight worth fighting. Reflect on that, Hunter. I still say we should have built a firing range first. Do your thing. Time to take it to the next level.
An enhanced spell. Most welcome.
Peace.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Not bad, right? If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting. Starting coil extraction process. These should definitely give you an edge.
How can we help you, Hunter? Always a pleasure.
Hello.
My highest priority.
Stay out of trouble.
Why, hello, Hunter.
I have something for you.
Oh?
Here you are.
Good. This will help the ritual.
allow that helicopter to escape. Do whatever it takes to stop it before it departs. Don't waste time. We have to stop that helicopter.
Seems easy enough.
Maybe, I don't know, you should have asked Lilith for cooler outfits?
Good one.
Try this on for size! Feeling it!
Hydra, Immortalis!
Now I owe you one.
I've been waiting.
Oh good, more goons.
Serve her with honor.
Keep it up.
I feel more like myself every day.
Boy, I hope Hydra follows proper concussion protocols. Here we go again! And I'm good. Hey, that hurts! I'm on it!
Leave some for the rest of us. Their persistence is irritating.
If at first you don't succeed, stop!
Our ally requires aid.
Reinforcements on approach.
The helicopter is preparing for takeoff. We still have some time. Make sure you don't ignore it.
Let's hope we don't have to do that again.
Okay, that was pretty cool. I think that's gonna leave a mark.
Behold the light's gift. Welcome, assistance. You had your chance to escape. Hell.
We serve until the end!
I am going to get you for this.
Taking the shot!
Scratch.
Where are you going?
The helicopter's about to leave. Time is running out. Stop that helicopter.
Now you're pissing me off.
Might sting a little.
I would say that qualifies as amazing. Ooh, I like it!
You've grounded the helicopter. Excellent. Now you'll need to clean up the rest of Hydra's forces.
A weak attempt.
Whatever works.
Looks like it's up to me. Nothing personal, but I think you're out of your league here.
All right, time to really apply myself here.
I guess they're not holding back.
For the mother.
You're mine.
I've got you back.
No issues to report so far. guys really don't know what you're in for, do you? Oh, that actually hurt a little.
Weak, even for Hydra.
I know I wouldn't want to fight us.
Forever in service.
Engaging target!
Slow me down.
Hydra is immortal.
It's your time now.
I might be in trouble here.
I'll give it a whirl.
Counter systems damage.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Coming at you.
I am impressed.
Want to try this together?
I knew you could do it.
Pathetic.
For Hydra!
One of ours is down.
Okay, that actually hurts. Here we go. Aw, you guys are so adorable thinking you can beat us.
The power of the light.
Here's one for ya.
Someone get me out of here!
The advantage is mine.
some help here.
You have earned this. You are lucky to still be breathing. Tell us what you know, fiend.
We serve until the end. No retreat!
They're finally starting to get to me.
The light will carry you onward. Let us see if they have an answer for this. This one's for you. I feel better already. You were too weak for this fight.
Hey. It's nice of Hydra to provide all these free sparring partners for you. If they were smart, they'd start charging for these sessions. So, you've been dead?
Yes.
What's on the other side?
Of death?
Yes, blazing trumpets, fiery pits, Thor's backyard. Where did you end up?
I have no memory of the time between my death and my resurrection.
Oh, come on. There must have been something. A gate? A loom? Maybe you were in a possum for a while?
I am sorry. I do not remember.
It's not your fault. I have a betting pool going on which religion was, right. I was really hoping you could give me an edge.
I guess you will have to figure it out for yourself.
Let's hope that's in many, many years. Let's do it again, but not right now. I have plans.
Awesome! Thanks, Hunter! Now that was my kind of ruckus.
Hey, the mission's not over until we all breathe a sigh of relief. Okay, what's the next mission?
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again. Almost.
That is something.
When many of the Elder Gods were corrupted and became what we would call demons, the god Atum, born from Gaia herself, was set upon our world to slay these monsters. In that sense, the two of you have had a shared purpose. Fight well, Hunter, and he may just honor you.
I am impressed. Now that was something. You had your chance to escape. You were too weak for this fight. Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend. The advantage is mine. How many times have you...
Atum was unleashed and made quick work of the demons, but in the process, he became something of a monster himself. He even became known as the Demogorg, the God Eater.
If this is a cautionary tale, your timing could use some work. Your mother abandons you. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Your time has come. Feel my call. They are still coming. I will not let you down.
The Elder Gods are clearly aware of Lilith's powers. These beasts may look like her children, but they're only illusions meant to test your skills.
Once again, Lilith's servants fall. Leave some for the rest of us. Let us see if they have an answer for this. I'm afraid you might not make it back from this one. This is a serious...
I think Blade is honestly jealous that you're getting this extra training in. And with live targets, too.
Walk in the light. This shall be of great help. Return to your mother. No mercy for servants of Bela. You were unprepared. Cannot possibly match your skill.
If that doesn't make an impression on Autumn, I don't know what will. Good work, Hunter.
This looks like it belongs here.
With Atum's help, you shouldn't have any trouble uncovering the more elusive elements hidden throughout the grounds. Why don't you try out his blessing on that stone over there?
The son of Gaia approves. If it was here, Autumn would show me. Autumn, show me the way. Autumn be praised.
Yo, it's good to see you.
Hunter.
Autumn reveals all. What is it, Charlie? Find something? Something terrible happened here. This area, it feels wrong somehow. I sense an old suffering.
Members of the local coven were persecuted here. And worse.
Witches?
Salem's history with witches may have been distorted over the years, but some things are true. The witches of Salem did their best to thwart Shaw, but he rallied his congregation against them. The catalyst of the infamous Salem witch trials. When the Coven called out in distress, it was Lilith and Sarah who came to their aid.
They came all the way from Transia, with the Abbey, to help a group they had never met?
You may not believe it, but I'm sure you would have done the same. Isn't that why the Sons are here today? Aside from that, your mother and Sarah both saw the signs of Chthon's influence. They knew there was more happening in Salem than the persecution of witches.
Chthon's corruption had taken root in the New World, just like the colonists themselves.
And while Lilith and Sarah were still preoccupied in Transia, they entrusted one of the moon seals to the Knights of Wondergore, who brought it to the Coven with the hope that its power would reinforce them enough to deal with Shaw.
But that is not what happened.
Unfortunately, no. When the plague came to Salem, the same one that afflicted your father, Shaw used it to further agitate his flock by placing the blame squarely on the Coven.
And the witches?
The mob was vicious. And the rest is history.
But what about the moon seal?
After the trials, the moon seal vanished along with Shaw. Without drawing any conclusions, I think we can both guess where it went.
If this was his church, then it is possible the seal is still here, or somewhere nearby.
You read my mind. Good hunting, dear.
Was this always here? I may have forgotten a few things, but I feel as if I would remember a decrepit church on the grounds.
You may not remember the structure, but maybe you've heard of the man responsible for it? Hiram Shaw? This was his house of worship, and like a great many things on the grounds, Sarah preferred to keep it in a sort of mystic quarantine. Even I haven't been inside.
Is that all she did while I slept? Seal things off for our protection?
She can be overzealous at times, but in this case, she was right to be wary.
So what dark secret does this place hold?
When Hiram Shaw first came to Salem, he was little more than a charlatan posing as a preacher. He managed to convince a few desperate souls to join his congregation, and with their help, he broke ground on this church. Whether it was coincidence or fate, in digging beneath the church, Shaw found something that would change the course of all of our lives. A long-forgotten page of the Darkhold.
If Shaw found a page of the Darkhold, it was because Chthon wanted it that way.
I tend to agree. That cursed book is always seeking out a way to return its master to power.
And a power-hungry preacher makes for the ideal messenger of darkness.
Yes, Shaw was an eager study, consumed almost immediately by the whisperings of Chthon and the Darkhold's power. Nearly overnight, the people of Salem, old and new, were at his threshold, waiting for the word. Feeling well today, dear?
Tell me about Hiram Shaw.
By all accounts, as I understand it, he was a largely unsuccessful minister before his... To think that a simple man like Shaw finding a piece of the dark...
What do you know?
That's not an easy question, dear. What would you like to know? Was he a good man? Your mother loved him dearly, and he doted over her. She and Sarah both... Lilith did. Sarah didn't. At least, not for a while longer.
Is that meant to be an offering bowl on the altar?
Another artifact Wanda was toying with but could never make work. I'm curious. Next time you find yourself there, place something in the bowl and speak an Elder God's name. Perhaps it will work for you now that you have their blessing. It's always until we speak again.
He sees our path. Agatha, what is this?
The corrupted influence of the elder god Chthon. But we won't be able to heal the Abbey grounds until we've recovered the Moon Seal, stolen by Hiram Shaw. Need something, dear? We should investigate Hiram Shaw's church. There may be clues as to the whereabouts of the Moon Seal given to the Salem Coven. Hunter?
Remind me about the seal?
I think you've gotten ahead of yourself, dear. You'll need to find the Moon Seal first. A trial awaits you.
If I remember correctly, this is the grave of Will Walker, a notoriously vicious but effective vampire hunter. Blade would have liked him. The goddess must be busy. Autumn reveals all. Autumn showed the way. This must be Shaw's study. Blessings of the goddess. This ward is not like anything I have seen on the grounds before.
And yet, it's familiar somehow.
Like the wards of protection that Wanda invoked to protect Dr. Strange's sanctum?
Very perceptive, dear. Maybe you should approach the good doctor and see if he has any insights. And Hunter, be circumspect. Dr. Strange is no fool. Something on your mind?
Did Wanda ever make it to this place?
I suspect she did. But if she discovered something... Goodbye. For now.
Ah, Hunter, I was just admiring the collection. Someone spent a great deal of time piecing this library together. I hope you don't mind me, having a look around.
Of course not, Doctor. The library is an asset to us all.
I see I'm not the only one who's taken an interest in these works. You haven't been getting into anything precarious, I hope?
I have found something on the Abbey grounds that I think you should see.
Oh, sounds mysterious. By all means, lead the way. I typically avoid venturing this far from the Abbey, especially at night. It makes Tony nervous, you see. Not in the I'm concerned about your personal well-being, Doctor sense. There's an unsettling air about this place.
This church belonged to a preacher named Hiram Shaw. His influence turned Salem against its coven.
A charismatic personality and a fearful populace can do much evil together.
There was more to it than that.
Yes, I suspected as much. I think he's actually more afraid of what might happen to my side of the forge without proper supervision. You were right to bring this to my attention, Hunter.
I thought it resembled one of your wards of protection.
There's a reason for that. It's the same magic Wanda invoked in her attempts to protect the Sanctum. But what is it that you're chasing out here? These wards aren't something to toy with.
I will not know for sure until I get past this. Is there any way to dispel it?
Unfortunately, no. What good would the wards of protection be if they were so easily broken? But I have been wrong before, at least recently. Do you have any suspicions as to who may have conjured this here?
Wanda spent a great deal of time out here, and she had the power.
She does have some experience with these spells, but why would she do that?
The only way I will know for sure is to find a way through to the other side.
I'll think on it and see if I can come up with some way to assist you, Hunter. For now, though, you'll have to be patient. You go on, Hunter. I'd like to study this area a bit more.
The son of Gaia approves.
Yes, dear?
I have heard that
The
Wanda's
way I
power
understand
comes from
it,
Chthon.
As a child, within that mountain, the dark god Chthon had long been imprisoned, his corruptive influence an ongoing threat to the people of Transia.
And Wanda was affected?
Whether Chthon reached out to Wanda, or he found her by chance, I can't say. But Wanda was blessed or cursed by Chthon, touched by the power of chaos magic. While he had hoped to make her some sort of acolyte, she proved to be more capable than even he foresaw.
What can you tell me about Chthon?
One of the first Elder Gods, Chthon is said to have existed for tens of millions of years, well before the dawn of humanity on Earth. Believe it or not, he wasn't always the bastion of evil that we know today.
This story sounds familiar.
As the legend goes, the downfall of the old gods was actually brought upon by Chthon's brother Set, who found that by consuming his siblings, he could gain their power. After Set consumed Hypus, Chthon followed suit with the others, and in this way, many of the first gods also became the first demons.
And how did he come to be imprisoned on Earth?
In the same way Hydra has worked to restore Lilith, various cultists of the past sought to revive Chthon to wield his power. When Chthon failed to cooperate, these same cultists did the only thing they could. They locked him away again.
What do you know about Transia?
Transia is your ancestral homeland, Hunter. The birthplace of Lilith and Caretaker. It has always been a sort of magical junction, drawing in every type of occultist, sorcerer, and even the occasional Elder God. The Abbey grounds still behave in much the same way, even after all this time.
And Wundagore?
Wundagore Mountain has always played a prominent role in whatever scheme was underway. Chthon himself is said to have created the Darkhold, deep within the caverns of the mountain.
What was Caretaker like when she was younger?
I'm sure it's difficult to remember now, but Sarah wasn't always the steadfast contrarian. In our younger days, she was much more enthusiastic about dashing off to save the day, not unlike some of our younger allies among the Suns.
That does not sound like the Caretaker we know and love.
Keep in mind, Hunter, Sarah has faced a great deal of loss in her time here. Everyone she ever cared about, in fact. I would say she's earned the right to be disagreeable, at the very least. She is a very strong woman. I'm not sure I would have held up as well given the same circumstances.
Who were the Knights of Wundagore?
Another mysterious group of heroes in a world full of mysterious groups. Of course, I'm no expert on transient history. I do know that the Knights of Wundagore were formed as a response to the growing threat of Chthon's influence near the mountain.
What exactly did they do?
Hydra was hardly the first to dabble in chthonic schemes. Many have tried and failed to awaken the Dark God. Over the centuries, the Knights fought alongside a number of allies who stood against the various crazed worshippers of Chthon.
You were there? At the witch trials?
Not initially, no. If I had been, I like to think I could have stopped them, before it was too late. I sensed something was wrong, and when the witches cried out in distress, I came to Salem as quickly as I could.
But Shaw had already committed his crimes against them?
Yes. It was a devastating discovery. And for the longest time, I blamed myself.
But you see now it was not your fault.
I've come to understand that we must accept the past and move on. But that doesn't mean I won't always carry that pain with me.
I know that feeling all too well.
I know. And I wish you didn't, dear. I really do.